I want to talk about and turn to Jude chapter 7. Verse 7. Jude. Jude is only one chapter. It's just before Revelation. Jude chapter, Jude chapter 1 is only one chapter in Jude. In verse 7, it says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. Who are the strange flesh? See, most people don't know what it's talking about, the strange flesh. See, the strange flesh is homosexuality. That's what it's talking about. Sodom and Gomorrah dealing with homosexuality. It said, and going after strange flesh are set forth, for example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. See. And verse 8 saying, likewise also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion. You see, people they despise authority, the supreme authority. That's what dominion means. But they despise it. It's like now, see how they be talking against the president. And the Bible clearly tell you not to speak against your ruler of thy people. But they do it anyway. Now they're finding out that it was Donald Trump and had no collusion with Russia, but they still want to lie about it. See, the Democrat, that's the way they do. See, they believe in lies and tell lies. That's all they do. All right. It's and speak evil of dignity. You see, they don't want to give honor to the person that deserves honor, but they speak evil of them. But the strange flesh, like I was saying, is you can go back to Genesis chapter 19. It will tell you who are the strange flesh. Because the Bible says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah, and the cities about them. See? Let me turn to Genesis chapter 19. I'll show y'all the strange flesh. All right, Genesis chapter 19, and I'll start with verse 8. Let me see, yeah. Behold, now I have 2 daughters. See, Lot had 2 daughters. He wanted to give these men that wanted to go with those 2 angels that came to Lot's house. Lot wanted to give them 2 daughters, virgin daughters. But they didn't want that. See, that's the way it is getting right now. It said, behold, now I have 2 daughters, which have not known man. See, they were a virgin, they have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the roof of under the shadow of my roof. And verse 9 says, and they say, stand back. And they say, again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will need to be a judge. Now will I deal worse with thee than with them. See, they say you're going to deal worse with, like those angel and Lot than with them. See, but it said, now will I deal worse with thee. See, worse with Lot than with them. And they press sore. See, and the man they pressed sore to the door said they was gonna deal worse with Lot than they gonna do with those two angels. See, and they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. See, they came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand. See, the man put forth their hand. Those two angels put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them. See, and those men pulled Lot into the house to them and shut to the door. So they shut the door after they pulled Lot to them into the house, to his house. And they smote the man that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so they worried themselves to find the door. See, they had small one and great one. See, like now they're teaching the little children you can be transgender and all kind of things. You can be a homosexual, you can be a little girl, you can be a little boy. They do all kind of things to children. They're teaching that and telling them that. See, that's how the world is getting now. That's why Jesus Christ said it's going to be like in the days of Noah and the days of Lot. And Lot time was homosexuality that took over. And that's where it's getting now. And days of Noah time, it was violence. Marrying and giving and marrying, the world was filled with violence. In Genesis chapter 6, you read that, you'll know. See, that's why we at the end time now. Pay attention. Let no man deceive you. See. But that's what I'm trying to show, where we are now in Bible prophecy. You know, nobody don't want to listen to nobody no more. See, they see how the children don't want to even obey the police officer no more. Like I was telling y'all a long time ago, when I was coming up, we didn't have any problem with the police officers. The blacks didn't have a problem with the police officers because they will obey. See, now we don't want to obey. Just like the women don't want to obey their husband anymore. See, they don't want to obey nothing. They don't want to obey on the job. They want to file sexual harassment, everything. See, all about money. That's why a lot of these guys doing that with the police officers, take to get money, to sue. And these women do that too. You know, that's why the Lord said going to be false accusers. You know, because everything dealing with money now. You know, we done got wicked. We left God. We don't teach the children about God no more. Don't want to hear nothing about God. See, back then when I was coming up, we used to talk about God. And people used to talk about it. They used to get offended about God. Now they get offended. They don't want to hear nothing about God no more. The old people and the young people. See, that's the reason why we're having all that violence as time goes on to get worse and worse and worse. The generation, the people that left God. And God said the first Babylon was the same thing. Said God said they left all his commandments. See, this is what happened. That's all it is. Nobody wants to obey the word of God anymore. You know, women want so-called equal rights, want to be men, want to do everything men do. Then we didn't have that in our nation a long time ago. You know, women in the army and all that stuff, working on a job with men and stuff. Now they want to take over. That's why the Bible said women will rule over us. See, and all this causes violence around the world. You know, the children not being raised and being taught nothing about God or nothing, and they don't want to hear nothing about God no more. So that's why we're having these violence, destruction. It'll get worse and worse as time goes on. That's why they're going to put the chip in the people, to track them like an animal. So that's what they're claiming you are now, But that's just how it is, Once we left God, this is why all these things are happening. These women can't understand that, they can't see, because they are the lust of money. The Bible said a love of money is the root of all evil. That's why we're having all this evil now in the world. It'll get worse and worse as time goes on. That's why they're putting the women to rule and to lead. Think they can solve the problem. Because you can't solve the problem, you make the problem worse, because the children haven't been raised by the family anymore. Girls can't even get a decent boyfriend. Boy can't even get a decent girl anymore, because the children haven't been raised. This is why they don't respect the police officer, don't respect nobody anymore. The girls don't respect boys, don't respect men, nobody respect each other no more. Because they done left God. They can't see. They don't want to go back in the home no more. And the men don't want to be leaders anymore. So there'll be destruction for them. And us and the other nation that come over here gonna rule over the white people. See, the white people, like I said, they're from Jacob's seed, Joseph's seed, like in the United States, Britain. That's why all those other nations want to come to the United States, and Canada and Britain and all those other nations like France and all that. They're from the seed of Jacob, Jacob's 12 sons. They live more decent than the other nations. That's why all the nations want to come to them. You don't see nobody want to go to Africa or want to go to Honduras and all those other countries and go there and live and stuff like that. See, why they all want to come here? But God using these nations to punish his people. Because they say, when you read Leviticus chapter 26, they're going to eat up all their food and everything. And they're going to fear for their life. They're going to flee. This is shaking up a leaf. They're going to flee. And they think they ain't going to happen. God said he's going to punish them 7 times more if they don't obey him. That's all I want to bring to y'all today. But this is what's happening now. That's why they can't, Donald Trump trying to stop the other nation from coming here, but those other people in the Democrat don't want to stop it from coming over here. After a while, when Trump out of there, they're going to take over completely. See, they're going to take over the white people. That's why they're saying in the news now that white people, they ain't going to be the most people in America no more after 2022, I think. See, I think the Spanish going to be done, took over them. On the other, Spanish and other race, he done took over them in America. And the white people can't see it. See, they don't think ahead what it lead to. I'm just trying to show people what it lead to. It lead to violence and war, because people can't live together without God. Different nation. That's what it lead to, war. It lead to trouble next time. Everybody really is supposed to live in their own nation. God's separation of the nation in Genesis chapter 11. Where all was one language. They wanted to build a tower up to heaven. God did that. See, because it lead to trouble. God will bring his people in the end time up from all nations together. Because they'll be Christian people. They're obeying Jesus Christ. But the people here, they're not godly. They can't live together. They lead to trouble in the long run. It lead to wars and violence. That's why the Lord said the world will be filled with violence, fear, and wars and rumors of war. That's what all that lead to. Thank y'all. May God bless y'all and give y'all wisdom. This is what I just want to try to show to y'all with all those things here. But that's God's doing, letting them other people come over here. From different nations, all Central America, all gonna come into the United States. Be having thousands of them after a while, millions. and they're going to take over the white people. You know. But the white people, the majority of them, they can't see it. You know. There's some of them see, but they ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. Thank y'all, and may God bless y'all and give y'all wisdom.